Hi friends, welcome to Internal Warrior Yoga. If you've been following along with the 7-day for flexibility challenge, today is your last day, so congratulations. If you are new here, then welcome. Today you are going to need either a yoga strap or a really long sock and just a thin pillow or rolled up blanket. Triple check that you've subscribed to my channel, and then let's begin. Meet me today in a comfortable seated position facing the front of the mat. You can be on your shins like me, or if that doesn't feel good for your legs, just sit on your sits bones. Totally fine either way. Once you find your spot, take one hand to your heart and the other to your stomach. Close your eyes, beginning to listen to your breath. Take a big inhale, noticing how it fills up your stomach and your chest. And then exhale all the air out, noticing your chest fall, followed by your stomach. Continue to sit here, elongating your breath. Start to say hello to your body as you center in, committing to yourself to listen to what your body needs and keep a hold of the breath through the whole practice. When you're ready, glide the eyelids open. Bring the hands down onto the mat, finding your way into a tabletop position. So hands are going to be underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Curl the toes into the top of the mat. And come forward with the body. Bend the elbows halfway down. Inhale. Exhale, shift the weight back towards the feet. Begin to straighten the arms and come back up into the tabletop position. Let's do that again. Inhale, come down halfway. Exhale, push the ground away, send the sits bones back into space. Begin to straighten the arms. Come back into tabletop position. And we're going to do that a few times, just moving with your own breath. So inhale, come down. Exhale, send the sits bones back. Inhale, back to tabletop. Exhale, bend the elbows, come down halfway. Inhale, back. Exhale, up. Just flowing through each movement. Noticing all the different sensations in the body as you begin to move and flow. Do one more and then meet me at that tabletop position. Then we're going to take one cow and cat pose. So push the ground away, inhale, lift the sits bones up towards the sky, send the heart forward. Gaze straight ahead. Exhale, suck the navel in, round the spine, and lower the head, releasing the neck. Stay here for a moment and begin to rock forward and back. You can release the toes if this gets too intense for them. And just notice how moving forward and back changes the stretch in the shoulders. Inhale, come back to a tabletop position. Extend the right leg back behind you, coming up onto the right toes. And then continue that rocking forward and back motion. So come forward to the tops of the toes. Exhale, send the heel towards the mat. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Just waking up the calf. Take one more rock. Then bend the right knee and extend it out over to the side. I'm just going to turn so that you can see. So extend it out to the side and come up onto the heel so that the toes are facing directly up. Then begin to rock again. Forward and back. Feel this in your inner thigh and in your calf. One more. And then bend the right knee, inviting it back towards your left for that tabletop position. Coming over onto the other side, extend the left leg back, coming up onto the left toes. Inhale, rock forward on the tops of the left toes. Exhale, draw the heel down towards the mat. Just saying hello to the legs. Do one more. And then meet me with the legs stretched out to the side. Heel is down onto the mat, toes face up. And bring the toes down and back up. Just feel how it feels in your left inner thigh. When you're ready, send the toes up. Bend the left knee, drawing it back towards the right. And then check in with your knees here. Make sure that they are truly hip distance apart. Then push the ground away with the hands and with the tops of the toes. Drawing the kneecaps up for downward dog or Adho Mukha Savasana. Begin to pedal out the feet. Drawing one heel down and then the other. Keeping a hold of your breath. On your next inhale, come to stillness. So beginners, for you, that may look like up on your toes with bent knees, and that's great. If you've been practicing for a while, float the heels down towards the mat. Inhale, reach the right toes up towards the sky. Bend the right knee, exhale, open up the right knee like a book, so your knee is going to yearn towards the ceiling. Notice that your right shoulder is going to want to go up with it and bring it back into alignment. Send a breath into the right inner thigh. Inhale, begin to close the book so that the knee faces the mat. Exhale, bring the right leg in towards the chest, stepping it up to the right thumb. Send the right toes back just a little bit, coming onto the right knee for Adho Lana. Inhale, sweep the arms down, around and up, reaching up. Exhale, interlace the fingers, flipping the palms up towards the sky. Inhale, grow taller through the spine. Exhale, reach the hands over towards the right side for a nice side body stretch. Inhale, back up. Exhale, other side, hands come towards the left. Inhale, back up. Exhale, flip the palms, bringing the hands to touch. Draw the prayer hands towards your heart. Push the ground away with the left toes, drawing the left kneecap off of the mat. Settle in here. You may need to adjust a little bit. Send the toes back or forward. Make sure your right knee is directly over your right ankle. Push out through the left heel. Take an inhale. Exhale, suck the navel in and begin to hinge back for a mini back bend. The more you draw the navel in, the better that's going to feel on your back. Inhale, bring the torso back up. Exhale, float the left knee down onto the mat. Take the hands to frame the right foot. Intending to straighten the right leg, send the hips back into space, drawing the hands back towards your hips. I like to come on fists here, but you don't have to. Then when you're ready, see if you can lift your right toes off of the mat, so just the right heel is on. And if this is too intense for you, just bring a gentle bend to that right knee. Don't lose your breath. On your next inhale, bend into that right knee, drawing the hands back up to frame the foot. Push the ground away with all of the fingers. Draw the right leg up so that the knee is in towards the chest. And then step the right leg off of the mat onto the side, followed by the left leg. Flex both of the feet and send the sits bones back a little bit. You may need to walk the hands back. You can stay here, or if you need a little bit more, come onto the forearms. When you find your spot, take 3 big inhales and exhales. One more. Then if you're on your forearms, bring the hands back onto the mat. Draw the right knee underneath the hip, followed by the left. So everyone is in a tabletop position now. Spread the fingers wide. Push into the tops of the toes, drawing the knees up for Adho Mukha Savasana again. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side, but see if you can make the movements a little bit more fluid, like you're just floating between each pose. So when you're ready, inhale, reach the left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the left knee. Open up the leg like a book. Knee faces towards the ceiling. Draw the left shoulder back into alignment. Send a breath there. Inhale, begin to close the book, knee faces the mat. Exhale, draw the left knee in towards the chest, stepping the leg up towards the left thumb. Extend back through the right toes, drawing the right knee onto the mat. Inhale, circle the arms down, around, and up. Exhale, interlace the fingers, flipping the palms towards the sky. Inhale, get taller. Exhale, bend over towards the right. Inhale, back up. Exhale, bend towards the left. Inhale, back up to center. Flip the palms, bringing the hands together. Exhale, draw the prayer hands down towards the heart. Push the ground away with the right toes, drawing the right kneecap off of the mat. Center in here. Push out through the right heel. Take an inhale. Exhale, draw the navel in very deeply. Send the hips forward and the torso back for a mini back bend. Inhale, back up. Exhale, float the knee back down onto the mat. Fingertips come down, framing the left foot. Intending to straighten the left leg, send the hips back, dragging the hands down. Maybe you make fists. And then pick the left toes up, facing up towards the sky. Continue to breathe, remembering that you can bring a bend to that left knee if you need it. On your next inhale, bend into the left leg, drawing the hands back up to frame the foot. Push the ground away with each of the fingers, drawing the left knee up into the chest. Extend it out towards the left side off of the mat, followed by the right. Flex both of the feet. Send the sits bones back into space a little bit. Stay here, or come down onto the forearms. Send some love into those inner thighs. One more breath. And come back onto the hands if you were on the forearms. Draw the right knee back underneath the hip, followed by the left. Bring both of the knees together so that they are touching. Take the hands to the hips. And turn so that you're not facing the long edge of the mat. Extend the right leg out towards the side of you, facing the right toes directly forward. Take the right hand to the right thigh, lift the left fingertips up towards the sky. Take an inhale. Exhale, reach both of the hands over towards the right side. Breathe into the side body and into the hip. Inhale, drag the hands back up, taking the hands to the hips, invite the left knee up towards the right. Hinge forward from the hips, drawing the hands down onto the ground. Push the tops of the toes into the ground and lift the knees up for a forward fold. Bring the feet back up onto the mat, hip distance apart, and then forward fold. Send the toes out, heels in, and sink down for a Malasana squat. Take the right hand out, lifting the left arm up towards the sky. Stay here, or if you've been practicing for a while, let's come into a bind. Send the right thumb down towards the mat, bending the right elbow. And as you do so, your palm is going to flip up towards the sky. Then bend the left elbow back and interlace the fingers behind your back. Inhale, send the heart towards the sky. Exhale, release the hands, opening back up if you took the bind. Everybody send the hands back down onto the mat. Reach the hands behind you, coming to sit on the mat on your sits bones. Open up the legs. Flex both of the feet. And then take your hands to your hips and tilt your pelvis forward. Then tilt it back. When we're in this pose, we want to find a neutral ground between these two. So once you've done this a couple times, find a neutral spot. And then use your core to hold you there. Continue to flex out through the heels. Breathe, just feeling a nice stretch here. Take your hands underneath the knees, bending the legs, draw them back towards each other slowly. Cross the ankles, rolling over the shins. Bring the knees together and take your hands to your hips again. Extend the left leg out this time. Toes are pointing directly forward. Take the left hand to the thigh, reach the right arm up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, draw both of the hands over to the left. Open up through the pinky. Inhale, draw the hands back up. Taking the hands back to your hips, invite the left knee towards the right. Hinge forward from the hips, hands press into the ground. Tops of the toes push into the mat and lift the knees up. Take the feet hip distance apart back onto the mat. Exhale, forward fold. On your inhale, toes come out, heels come in. Sink the sits bones down. Take the left arm out, reach the right arm up towards the sky. Stay here or flip the palm so thumb faces down. Bending the elbow, continue to flip so the palm comes up. So you send the arm back behind you. Bend the right arm, bringing it back towards your left and interlace your fingers. Send the heart towards the sky a little bit more on an inhale. Exhale, open up the bind if you took one. Inhale, send the hands back down onto the mat. Extend the arms behind you, opening up the legs. Finding that neutral pelvis. Opening up the legs as far as you can. Flex the feet. Take the hands behind your back, interlacing the fingers. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. Inhale, puff the chest forward. Draw the toes away from you. Release the hands and just take note of where you are. We did this pose at the beginning of the 7-day for flexibility challenge. So notice if there's a difference. And if there's not, don't worry about it. Just take it slowly and keep working on your flexibility. Take the hands underneath the knees, drawing the legs back towards each other slowly. Cross the ankles, coming up onto the shins. Turn your body so that you're now facing the front of the mat. Find your way into downward dog. Hands underneath the shoulders. Feet are hip distance apart. Take any small movements that you need to. Getting out any kinks in the body. Then everybody on an inhale, come up onto the very tops of the toes. Exhale, bend the knees deeply, drawing the chest towards the thighs. Feel a nice release in the lower back. On your next inhale, straighten the legs, coming back up onto the toes, and lower the feet down. Or beginners, bend your knees gently. Inhale, reach the right knee towards the chest. Step it in between the hands. Coming into Virabhadrasana 2 or Warrior 2, so open up towards the left side. Pivot on the left toes, so toes are facing forward and the right toes are facing over towards the right. Take your hands to your hips. And then notice if your right knee is over your toes or if it's back behind your ankle. You want it directly over your ankle. Bring the hips gently forward. Open up the arms, stretching out through the fingers. Take the gaze over the right middle finger. Take a deep equal length inhale and exhale. Draw the right hand forward, rotating the arms. So the right hand can be down by your right calf. Reach the left arm up towards the sky. Your gaze can be up or down. On your next inhale, rotate the arms back up, coming back up to the center. Straighten the front leg. Send the right toes directly forward and the left toes over towards the left. So now you're in Virabhadrasana 2 or Warrior 2 on the other side. Bend into the left knee, take the hands to the hips, draw the hips forward, open up the arms. Equal length inhale and exhale here. Then draw the left hand forward, rotating the arms. Left hand comes towards the left calf. Reach up through the right fingertips. Inhale, rotate the arms, coming back up to your Warrior 2. Straighten the front leg, sending the left toes forward and the right toes over towards the right again. Swing the left arm so it comes down and up. Swivel on the back foot so you're on your left toes, facing forward now. Reach the hands down towards the mat, bending both of the knees. Draw the left knee down onto the mat. Pick the right leg up, coming into pigeon pose. So take the right knee over towards the right wrist and extend long through the left leg. Notice that my foot is not parallel here. That is going to hurt your knee. So bring the right leg in towards the hip crease. Flex the right foot deeply. And then notice if your hips are off of the mat here. And that's when you're going to need this thin pillow or rolled up blanket. And just draw it underneath the hips like this. And if you grabbed a strap, you're going to use that soon. So put it on the left side. Take the hands out in front of you. Roll the shoulder blades down the back and close your eyes. As you breathe, release the jaw. Open up through the top of your head. Release the right hip. Quietly open the eyes. Gently open up the eyes. Take an inhale, puffing the chest forward a little bit more. On your exhale, suck the navel in. Keeping this engagement, take the left hand to the strap, lifting the left knee up. Wrap the strap around the left foot, making it so your palm faces up towards the sky. Send the hips forward, bend into the left knee a little bit more, drawing the left elbow up towards the sky. Push the ground away with the right hand. Flex the right foot. Inhale, puff the chest forward. Exhale, draw the navel in. If you feel up to it, you can lift the right fingertips up towards the sky. One more breath. Release the hand down. Release the strap. Bring the strap over towards the right side. Push the ground away with the hands and the left toes. Gently invite the right leg back. Shifting over to the other side. Left knee comes in towards the left wrist. Flex the left toes. Relax the right foot down onto the mat. Again, notice if you need your pillow, use that. Push the tops of the hands into the ground. Roll the shoulder blades down your back and close your eyes. Notice if you're holding tension in your jaw again. Don't be too hard on yourself on how far you get in pigeon pose. Just be accepting of what your body needs today. Open the eyes. Inhale, puff the chest forward. Exhale, draw the ribcage towards each other. Take the right hand to the strap, lifting the right knee. Take the strap on the arch of the foot, making it so your right hand is flipped up towards the sky. Send the hips forward, scissoring the hips together. So what I mean by that is drawing the knees towards each other. So you're gonna feel a little bit of a lift. Then bend the right knee. Draw the right elbow up towards the sky. Engage the core even more if you've lost that. Inhale, puff the chest. Exhale all the air out. Maybe invite the left hand up towards the sky. On your next exhale, release everything, come out of it. Take the hands in front of you, bend the right knee, picking it up towards the left. Come onto the sits bones, extending the legs out in front of you. Reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, hinge from the hips, coming forward. Maybe your hands land on your shins, maybe your toes. Just keep a long spine, stretch out through the heels. One more inhale. Exhale, release the hands, flipping the palms onto the mat. Round the spine and tuck the chin in towards the chest. Breathe space into the neck and the shoulders. When you're ready, slowly draw the hands back towards the hips. Invite the right knee in to the chest. Step the right foot over the left thigh. Push the ground away with the right foot so that the knee stays lifted. Take the left hand, wrapping it around the right knee. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, send the right hand back behind you, twisting from your navel. Follow your hand back. Right fingertips come onto the ground. Deep belly breath. On your next inhale, reach the right arm up, slowly coming to untwist. Release the right leg, switching over to the other side. Left knee comes in towards the chest. Step the left foot over the right thigh. Right hand drapes around the left leg. Flex through the right heel. Inhale, reach the left fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, fall the left hand back behind you. A nice gentle twist. Take a deep inhale. Exhale all the air out. Inhale, slowly float the left hand back up, unwinding out of the twist. Reach the left leg out. Send the hands back behind you, bringing the sits bones up just a little bit. Bring the arms out in front and slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time, coming to lie on your back. When you get there, Extend the arms out so that you're in a capital letter T shape. Bring the knees into the chest. And on your exhale, swivel the hips onto the left side so that the legs gently glide onto the left side of the ground. Stretch out through the fingertips. Take the gaze over the right shoulder. Really feel your breath here. Gently glide the knees back into the chest, rotating the hips so that the knees come to the right side. Gaze is over the left shoulder. This is your last pose, so really enjoy it. Really feel the breath move through you. Reach out through the fingertips even more. Gently glide the knees in towards the chest, reaching the legs out towards the corners of the mat. Hands can come down, palms face up. Relax the toes on either corner of the mat. Shoulder blades draw onto the ground. And fully allow your body to release into the mat. Don't be tempted to skip Shavasana. It is super important. We'll stay here for just a minute. Bring your awareness back to your fingertips and your toes. And continue that awareness from the outside, working your way all the way in towards the center of your body. Moving slowly, knees can come into the chest. Finding your way into a fetal position, either on the left or the right side. When you're ready, push the ground away, coming to sit up. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you're interested in joining the 7 Days for More Flexibility Challenge, I will link that down below in the description. Until next time, namaste.